Welcome to the Primo's Musings podcast.
Good morning. This is Shri here, and we are down to the last week in the regular season for the NFL. So we do have two games today. You got the Browns and Ravens, and the Ravens definitely seem to have the best mojo going into this week. They've been playing much better. They right now control the destiny in that. So they win. They win the division. So they will be the 3 seed. They're locked in. And the Browns, they don't have anything going there. It's the line is even 20 from what I just heard. And the Ravens will make sure to set a home game. If they don't relax, this should be an easy game. But the big game is the Bengals and Steelers. The Bengals still have an outside chance to make the playoffs. It is a tall task. They need to have a lot of combinations to go their way if they can win this, get into the playoffs. But anyway, Steelers have been fumbling in the last 3 games. In fact, they've lost the last 3 games. Lost the narrative on the getting the division win. So the best that the Steelers can do. They're 10-6, and the Chargers are 10-6. So by Steelers, if they don't win it, um, it could be that they would be the 5 seed or 6 seed, depending on this game. And the Chargers definitely have a lot going. They've played much better. Their defense is one of the best in the NFL. They won 2 in a row. They have the momentum going. I definitely feel that in the Bengals Steelers, Joe Burrow had something to prove. He's having an MVP type performance. Unfortunately, his team is 8-8, knocking on the playoff doors. So the MVP will probably go to Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson. But if you really look at the numbers, purely numbers, Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow are having the best seasons that you can have. So with that, I predict the Bengals going to the Steelers. So the Steelers will finish with 10-7. Chargers will win. Chargers go to the 5 seed. Steelers go to the 6 or the 7 seed so far. So that's where we are with the Week 18 slate of games for today. As for tomorrow, let's focus on some of the critical ones that are going to be taking place. You got the Chiefs and Broncos. The Broncos are knocking on the doors, trying to make the playoffs, and the Chiefs have already got the number 1 seed, so they'll probably have 1 or 2 series for Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense, and then they will probably rest all their starters. That'll give them a significant advantage in terms of resting them for 3 weeks to be ready for the divisional round in the playoffs. I feel that the Broncos will probably win this game. And if the Broncos do win this game, then the Broncos will jump up to 10-7. The Steelers will be 10-7. The Bengals are 9-8, and that would mean that the Bengals would be out in spite of winning the game against the Steelers, or at least what I predicted. So the Broncos will sneak in as the 7 seed. So it's the Chargers, Broncos, and Steelers fighting for the 5, 6, 7 spots there. As far as the NFC is concerned, not many important games there. You do have the Rams and Seahawks, but the Rams are right now locked in as the number 3 seed. The Rams will be, whether they win or lose, they're already locked in. So for the Seahawks, a win for them, 10-7, would definitely put them back in the hunt for the race in the playoffs. So you have no, I do think so. Let's go through this right now for the NFC. You have the biggest game, the last game of the season will come down to the 1 and 5 seed between the Lions and Vikings. And let's quickly spend some time on that. I feel the Vikings are playing as good as it can. The Lions have everything going for them. This is very important for them. They need the number 1 seed, overall number 1 seed. Otherwise, the Lions, by losing the game on Sunday, they'll probably have to travel to the Buccaneers to play this game. So I would feel that they would have everything possible to win this game. So you have the Lions and Vikings, as I mentioned. I do think that the Lions will win this, so that'll mean that they will be the number 1 seed. The 2 seed, as we already talked about, are the Eagles. The 3 seed is the Rams, and the 4 seed is coming from the NFC South. So that's where we are with the NFC. And then you got the Vikings will be the 5 seed. Then you got the Packers as well. So when I look at the right now, you have Lions, Eagles, Rams. Like I said, the 4 seed, they're on the bubble. The Falcons and Buccaneers could swap easily. 8, 4, and 5, 4 and 9. Right now, the Falcons are in the 9th spot, but Buccaneers are 4. But they could easily swap that on that division, the NFC South division. But you got the Commanders 6 seed, and then the Packers are 7 seed right now, and that could easily change as well, depending on the Commanders are playing. The Commanders are at 11-5, and the Packers are also at 11-5. So each of them could easily swap those 2 spots there right now. So that's where we are right now with the NFL. Can't believe it. After all these games, after 270 plus games, it comes down to the last game between the Lions and the Vikings for the division lead. That's phenomenal, and looking forward to that game. That'll probably be the marquee game of this week, and that's where we leave it. All right, looking forward to these games, and hopefully you enjoy it. Hopefully you enjoy this podcast, the week by week recap and previews. Looking forward to the playoffs. I'll probably have a couple of guests for that. We still have a lot more other sports. We have the college football playoffs that's been locked in. You have Ohio State playing Texas, and then Notre Dame playing Penn State for the Final Four there. So we'll probably have a guest there. And then we have the tennis's first Grand Slam Australian Open that starts within a week or so. We'll probably get a guest for that as well. Dr. Gandan usually comes for golf and tennis. So looking forward to that. And let's see how this goes for this NFL. Thanks again for listening. Have a good day.
Thank you for listening. Primo will be back soon.